Excuses are tools of the incompetent.
Excuses are tools of incompetent.
Would be monuments to nothingness.
Which build monuments to nothingness.
And those who specialize in using them.
And those who specialize in using them
are good for nothing at all.
are good for nothing at all.
He still got the problem. Look at him. Who? You know who I'm talking about.
Y'all can check that line and see if it's strong. See if you could.
You still got a problem, huh?
Tight. Y'all good? Y'all tight? How's y'all brotherhood going? Y'all good?
They locked up. Look a little weak right here. They locked up. They locked up. I like that.
All right, get y'all space.
Just like that.
They won't let nobody walk through their line.
No. You sure?
I should come between y'all. That's smart.
I like that.
That means, right, that's what he said. That means nothing comes between y'all. That's true, right?
Okay.
Today we talking about leadership. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass out this card. Mike going to start. He got the pen. He going to write out of everybody here
Don't let nobody see your paper.
who he thinks the leader is out of the group.
Okay, what's the deadline?
What is a leader? What does a leader do?
Leads people.
Leads people.
Someone who guides.
Someone who guides.
In class, we were talking about different types of leaders. We pointed out that Hitler was not a bad person. He was still a leader.
Very good point. You said in class you guys were talking about Hitler being a leader, but just not being a very positive leader. Mike, who'd you choose?
I choose Nate because he never complained. He's a strong person, and he's been smart through the whole thing.
That's Nate.
It's Nate.
Okay.
He chose you as a leader, Nate.
I chose Nate
Why'd you choose Nate?
because he, same as Mike, we don't complain, nothing like that. He had good grades, stuff like that.
Who'd you choose?
I chose Michael
Why did you choose Michael?
because he's leading our group right now.
Because he's leading the group right now. That's great.
I choose Zion because he's a good leader and knows everything.
He chose Zion because he's a good leader and he knows everything. And did you hear what Zion said? He reflected. A lot of good leaders reflect. He said, I don't know everything, but that's good. Who'd you choose, Nate?
I chose Michael because he was currently leader, and we chose him as leader.
If you guys don't mind me asking, how did Michael get in the front?
Because he the shortest.
Who'd you choose?
I chose Michael because he's leading us now in the what we supposed to say. So that's why I chose.
Okay, so he leads us when we talk about excuses, and he leads the line. Who'd you choose, bro?
I chose Brian because he always helps me when I'm mad.
Okay, he said he chooses Brian because he always helps him when he's mad. That's some good leadership, Brian. What's up? Who you choose?
I chose Nate because he never whines. He's always staying focused, and he never gets thrown off.
All right. Who you said?
Nate. I choose Nate because he guides people and in the classroom.
I chose Nate and myself
Okay.
because I think I'm a good leader too.
That's good.
And I think Nate is a leader because he shows a lot of effort doing things, leading his team. Like in, let's say we do an activity in our class and I'm in this group Like, I can see him working. He looks like a leader to me.
Never look down on who you leading, all right? Just because you the leader or just because you taking people where they need to go, you're not better than them. It's all one group. We all a team, especially in this environment. We all said we was together, all right? So no matter, like Michael leading us now, right? But he not better than anybody in the group. So any environment you leading in, make sure you don't look down on nobody, all right?
When your character is good, the people that you lead and trust you. Like they'll know if you make a decision, he's not making the decision just so that he can get personal gain.
You guys know what accountability means? Anybody?
Being accounted for.
Holding yourself accountable, yeah. Basically, with Nate setting a great example, he's holding himself accountable. A leader can't, if you aren't holding yourself to a certain standard, then how can you lead others? So, don't follow the crowd and don't be afraid to stand alone in what you believe. And also, like Steve was saying, as far as knowing, I say know your personnel. He used basketball, I'm gonna use basketball. If, let's say, we'll use Nate, because I'm still learning your guys' name. If Nate's playing bad, you don't want to yell at Nate, hey, you got to do better. He might respond to that okay, but you might have to just uplift him or come talk to him one-on-one. Don't yell at him in front of your teammates, because he might respond differently.
And as a leader, you should recognize how they respond is what he's saying. If you know that, let me see. My guy right here, if you yell at him, what's going to happen?
Yeah,
You know.
Right.
You ready to fight?
He might be able to take some uplifting. He might not. So as a leader, you got to be able to recognize that.
It takes a lot of responsibility to be a leader, for sure. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but all of you are capable. Just because you guys chose Nate this time around doesn't mean that all of you can't be leaders, because you are all leaders.
Just think about it. If I wanted somebody to lead us in hooping, who would y'all choose? Who'd you choose if we wanted a team captain?
Mouse.
Okay. If we wanted somebody to lead us in prayer, who would we choose? If we wanted to, like, you feel me? Everybody's a leader of something, right? So I want y'all to think about, right, like, what are you the leader of? What is your area of expertise? But
Exactly.
we can get to that later. I know, Scott, you got some good
Okay,
points.
by raise a hand, who all here thinks they have a leader inside of them? Everybody?
What you say?
I said everybody here who feels like they have a leader inside of them. You feel like you're a leader, basically. But because like they were saying, especially with you guys as your group, of you guys all being brothers, like Nate, for example, he's you guys say he's a smart one. You guys are all gonna have to lead in different areas, so everybody's gonna have to step up and be a leader. And a big thing with leadership too is trust. Do y'all trust each other? Everybody, y'all trust each other? Because if you're gonna follow somebody, you got to be able to trust them. So just like you guys made the point about Hitler, he was a leader, but he was a bad leader. Everybody followed him, but he led them down the wrong path. So a big thing about being a leader is having people trust you and having character to be able to make everybody believe in you and for you to be able to do the right things.
All right. So what happens when someone leads you to do wrong?
What happened when people lead you to do wrong?
They don't even gotta answer it. Get your spacing. Get y'all spacing. Get in push-up position.
Start up or down?
This is what I'm gonna.
Down. We starting down.
Hey, who was it again?
It was me. I lead.
Oh. Who is the head? So I'm thinking, Coach Moody, should we do push-ups or should we have him stay in push-up position while I read this?
Oh, I got something better. Everybody stand up. And everybody stick your arms in front of you. You right here the whole time, because I don't want y'all cheating on the push-ups and playing games.
Who's
Sit down.
Who's the head? You the leader, right? Nah.
So we can monitor this a little bit.
The what?
I need,
That count off the push-ups?
who's the double, who takes double of everything?
Brian.
Come stand right here so you can look at everybody. Oh, matter of fact, that's even worse because Brian, matter of fact,
Brian, clown too much.
no, listen to
I gotta
this.
do double.
Listen, everybody listen.
Try to stay.
Check this out. You guys remember that Brian chose that he would be the leader and take double of what everybody gets, right?
Yep.
But today he's chilling, so Brian, you chill.
Sit down.
Sit down like you on the beach.
Just rest.
Cross your legs and just chill. Okay. Hey, you guys up some?
Make it hurt. Make it hurt. Right there. Right there. Right there.
That ain't fair.
Right there.
Brian said that ain't fair. But look, we're a team.
Back straight.
We're a team and we're a unit.
I do it with him.
No, chill.
Be quiet.
Can somebody come give him some pina colada so he can sip while he's sitting there? Here, give him a drink. So make sure you sip it.
Do this, bro. Come here. Hey, Nate, come here.
Yeah, matter of fact.
Come fan him, okay? Fan him off. Give him some air, man. He need. Yeah, he hot. Man, there we go.
All right, so get down in position. I want you guys. We're gonna start this out by saying.
All y'all basketball players like you back up. That's how you play defense.
And he's sipping.
Straighten that
Wait,
back
can I
up.
block?
You play basketball. Back straight.
Now we chilling.
This is how you get to the NBA. Some of this is part of it.
There you go.
All right, now listen up. I want you guys to say this. Repeat after me.
Listen up.
Repeat after me. With friends like you,
With friends like you,
who needs enemies?
who needs enemies?
So last Thursday, while students were eating, Brian yelled at one of our volunteers. We usually don't have the best conduct from Brian, nor from a lot of the other students during each practice, but usually not a big distraction at this outburst.
Listen.
Brian was asked a question and he responded by yelling, "Man, I'm not doing nothing." A comment he says on a regular basis. But he was within 4 feet of the volunteer in front of everybody and yelled it as if he was in a gym.
So the boys group helps the boys to hold each other accountable, both behaviorally and academically. I see these examples throughout the year, especially as they work further into the group. If the kids in the classroom are acting up, the boys will jump in and say, "Hey, that's not how we do things. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to learn." We had a specific example this year with...
Miss Wilson, could you please bring your students? Miss Wilson, please bring your students to the cafeteria.
A couple of the boys had gotten into a physical altercation in the classroom, and 2 or 3 other of the boys jumped in really quickly, tried to help break up the situation, and was telling them, "Oh, you're going to get suspended, you're going to be behind, that's not what we're here to do." They're really quick to try to stop the nonsense that goes on, and to help lift each other up when they're struggling academically as well. If their behavior is out of control, then they're not in here doing what they need to do every day so that they can learn. So if they're not paying attention, if they're talking, if they're bouncing around, as I've had kids do in previous years, then they cannot grow as academic students. And that group really helps to settle them in, make sure that they're focused and they're on task for learning.